Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just coming to y'all real quick. Just want to do a real quick video. I'm on break, and I was talking to my sister this morning, and we were talking, and the subject of tides came up. So I'm like, dang, if one person going through something, that means the whole world needs to know. It's more than one person going through this thing, or having a thought about something. So I just thought I'll share with y'all real quick. The topic today is gonna be tides. What is tithe? A tenth, 1/10. And a tenth of what? A tenth of everything. So today the topic is going to be money. And right now we're going through a very hard time with COVID-19. It's a pandemic, and people have lost jobs, earnings. They have lost lives. But one thing I know for sure, that a deficit doesn't have to mean defeat. A deficit is determination to win. So let me say that again. A deficit doesn't have to mean defeat. A deficit is determination to win. And I got 4 points for y'all real quick. Speaking on the topic of tithes. 4 points. Number 1 point was to bring. Okay, in Malachi chapter 3, starting, I believe, at 10, it says, bring the tithe into the house, so there will be meat in your house. So that's just it. Right there, there's just instruction. So we're bringing it because God instructed us to bring the tithe. It's obedience, right? And God honors obedience. He honors obedience, okay? So that's the one thing, bring. 2 will have to be believe, okay? You have to believe and trust in God. The next verse after that, it says, test me and see when I pour out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. And I want to submit to you guys that test and tithe go together. It's the only thing in the Bible that God said we can test him in, and that's paying our tithes. He said, taste and see that the Lord, he is good. So when he says test him, do it. Okay, just do it. You have to do it just believing in God. And number 3 thing is budget. See, we hear all these things in church and on the pulpit. Oh, just pay your tithes and God is going to give it back to you. Okay, that's true. But you can't possibly think that if just say your tithes is $150, $200, $50, $25, whatever that is, that's still money coming out of your check. So you can't be oblivious to the fact that there are funds still being taken out of your money, out of your earnings, and being put somewhere else. So what that means is you have to sacrifice. Bottom line, you have to sacrifice. And so what that means is, can't go get your hair and nails done, which that's closed anyway. So during this time too, God is allowing us to be able to save. It might not seem like it to some people, but God is really saving us, allowing our mindsets to open up to a different mentality. And so you have to budget. When this happened to me, when I started paying my tithes, I was just paying and thinking like, I'm paying my tithes, I'm being obedient. But then my account started looking low. I was doing this for months. But it started catching up with me because I was oblivious to the fact that I still have to budget. God is gracious and God is good, but you still have to make sure that your funds are accounted for. You have to sacrifice. So that means sometimes, cut out what is not a necessity. Your cable. Come on, y'all, love and hip hop. You know, y'all might have to catch that on YouTube. Whatever you got to do, budget. You got to find ways. God will give you ways. And the 4th thing is boost. God will boost your understanding when you start paying tithes. He will open up doors that no man can open. I'm telling y'all right now, after a while, the first time I started paying my tithes again, what happened to me was, I'm telling y'all, the very first Sunday I paid my tithes, God opened up a door to something he had been telling me he was going to do for over a year. The very first, on that same day, he opened up a door. A door nobody else could have opened. I paid my tithes. See, y'all don't know what's on the other side. Also, when I started paying my tithes, I realized I was in debt. God opened up my understanding and knowledge to, oh, Roy, you're in debt. So I had credit card bills that I was okay with paying the minimum balance on. I was okay with that. And And this is what will happen. God will strategically give you things to do in a certain order to be able to get you out of debt when you start paying your tithe. He will strategically set you up to get out of whatever. When you start paying your tithes, it opens up portals. So things that you were doing or things that you were in, you didn't realize until you start paying tithes, because tithes opens up the windows of heaven. Okay? It opens up the windows of heaven, okay? On earth as it is in heaven, okay? He wants us to be able to be set free. He doesn't want us to be in bondage, okay? So that's what tithes does. I said, oh, I realized I was paying stupid credit cards that I was okay with paying $25 a month. No, what he did was say, you're in debt, and I'm going to give you a way to get out this debt, even with paying your tithes. Even with the extra money I was spending on with paying my tithes, he still gave me ways. And it's about just sacrificing, being obedient to God, and allowing him to open up these doors for you. You can't do it by yourself. And so let's just think in a different way today. Okay, let's just think outside the box and just allow God to be able to come in or intervene in our situations today. He is an awesome God. I'm telling y'all. I started when God opened up that door on the first day I paid my tithes, I cried. And my daughter said, see, Mom, what happens when you go back to church and pay your tithes? And at the time, she was 12. Out of the mouth of babes. It's the truth. God will do things that no man can do. And at this time, we can't depend on him at a better time than this. Just start with that. And we talking about tithes today because that was the subject that came up today. That was what was on my line. That was the communication I received today and yesterday. I was talking to somebody else and the scriptures came up about tithes. But today we're talking about money. Man, let God enter in and use your mindset in a different way today. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.